Hello everyone, welcome to Culture Fairs Group 6. And I see that Group 7 has brought an interesting culture in Egypt. So we are here to bring you another interesting cultural feature of Japan. First, before start our culture fair, I want to introduce you about our group. Our team has 4 members, Đặng Oanh, Hoàng Oanh, Thu Hiền, and Hải Yến. So let's start. I'm sure that everyone here is very familiar with Japanese culture. I bet that when someone mentions about Japanese culture, there have many things come up on the mind, like Cherry Blossom Festival, or maybe foods like sushi, and especially many famous anime of Japanese. That's all bring due to Japanese culture. So today, but have you ever seen girls like in this picture? Girls with thick makeup, with white face, bright red lipstick, and wear kimono. So maybe you've seen it before, but you don't know exactly who are they. So today we are here to explore more about geisha and value culture in Japanese. First, what is a geisha? Geisha is a group member professional class women in Japan whose traditional occupation is to entertain men. To put it simply, geisha actually is a job in their job is to entertain men. The word geisha in Japanese means art person. Gei means art, while sha means person. So geisha are art person. They call them art person because they can sing. They have many ability like to perform traditional Japanese arts, like they can sing, dance, or play the samisen on traditional Japanese lute. About the main duty of geisha, their job is to provide an atmosphere of joy and guarantee for her wealthy clientele. To do that, they will demonstrate traditional Japanese arts such as traditional dance, playing the samisen, the koto, the flute. But the value of geisha is not only measured by their artistic talent, but it's also important to make guests feel comfortable. So let's move to geisha origin. Geisha in Japan has existed for a long time, but the Edo period is considered the most progressive period of this professional. Geisha was born due to the martial arts class, especially samurai. They were considered as a strong high class in Japanese social. Therefore, they have a very high requirement for relaxation and entertainment. And at that time, geisha are considered the most high class entertainment. So that's all about the definition of geisha and geisha's origin. So I will let the next part of our culture fair to Hải Yến, who will tell you some interesting facts about geisha. Are you ready, Yến?
Hi, I'm Yến. Now we take a look at things about geisha. So the first is age regulation of geisha. Geisha is older than 20 years old and they continue being a geisha for as long as they please. And Michael is always younger than geisha. They about 15 to 20, and they won't become geisha until they complete 5 years of training. It's easy to tell the difference between Michael and a geisha. You know what to look for. This will lead to my next point. The second, it is about geisha costume. Geisha costume include her kimono, hair ornament, and makeup. Kimono is one more refined and elegant, just only geisha's clothes are discreet, revealing no part of the body. The neck, the neck is clearly visible, which is the most beautiful part of in the traditional geisha kimono. So in terms of geisha costume, I want to talk about geisha makeup. So the makeup is one of the most famous aspects of in many movies. You see geisha with white faces and bright red lips. However, geisha do not wear this makeup unless they also performance. So faces and red lips. Geisha also include eyebrow that are painted in red, bruised cheek, and black eyeliner eyeshadow. So substance cover almost all visible parts. Skin, neck, about hairstyle. The hair of is always styled very elaborate with a decorative hair ornament called ashi. The type of hair ornament worn by geisha is depend on the training she at. Geisha are allowed so they will take their wing to the to be styled in the way they prefer. Contrast, Michael must use her real hair. First one I want to introduce is geishas. One of the reasons that geishas famously celebrate in Japan is their knowledge of traditional art. To entertain and amaze their guests, spend most their time of training, learn to be master of dance and music. In Japan, are highly regarded as they have spent years training to learn traditional Japanese musical instrument. And so next, Nguyễn Hiền will present to you.
Okay, thank you, Hai Ian. There is three subsequent parts in the content is geisha's relationship with guests. Geisha are often high-end sex workers. There is a widespread misconception that geisha are high-end sex workers. However, this is not true. The role of the geisha is to entertain her guests through arts like music, dancing, and conversation. Geisha will sometimes flirt with their male guests, but it is only meant as a form of entertainment because in Japanese culture the illusion of something that can't happen is amusing. A geisha always stays in control of the situation and never has any relationship with her clients beyond traditional entertainment. Next part is geisha can't get married. That is an important role when a woman wants to become a geisha. If they quit the geisha profession, they can get married and live a normal life like any other women. If a geisha decides to marry one of her clients, she is forced to retire from her job. There are also male geisha called takomochi. However, male geisha are very rare these days. It is obviously besides female geisha, we can have male geisha. Okay, next part is geisha dinner. The typical location for a geisha dinner are okayer, tea horses. Uh, Another important element of geisha distress. Local dinners have always been exclusive and expensive, high-class events. Okay, let's go a video clip of geisha dinner.